continue forever. Told myself I would wait in line. You know you think you're clever, but I'm onto you, I'm onto you. When you come to the floor.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Amanda.
I'm Robin.
And we are
SistaWhat.
Welcome back to another episode, guys. We missed you guys last week, but we're back.
Like it was Mother's Day. Yeah.
Right.
We back. It was Mother's Day. And it's also mental health awareness month. Yes.
So we'll just say we took a mental health break for
we
last
had to
week.
come by y'all, yes. I had to.
So did I. So we're back like we never left. As you guys already know, we're going to go ahead and start our podcast off with our weekly affirmation. Of course, you guys can use this on your day-to-day or however you choose to use it. So mine is very personal this week, okay,
I know, y'all? That's right, girl.
So my affirmation is, I do not need to apologize for doing what is best for me. I am allowed to say no without explaining my decision or feeling guilty for saying no.
Period. And did it.
And continue to do.
Okay, and gonna continue to do it. I know that's right. I ain't even mad at you. As long as you've analyzed it on a fair level,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Then
it's
sometimes
okay
you just gotta, it's so okay to wipe your hands and stuff and walk away.
And say no. It's perfectly fine. Period. What you got for us this week? What you put in there for the week?
Okay, so my affirmation for this week, it's a little lengthy, but you need to hear it, okay? So prepare to be sick of us. Look, okay, hold on. Prepare to be sick of us. We're creating boundaries. We're living life. We're holding people accountable. We're holding ourselves accountable. We're apologizing. We're holding you accountable when you need to apologize. We're getting money. We're laughing. We're going to therapy. Mm-hmm. We're saying what needs to be said. We're working out. We're eating carbs. We're comfortable in our own skin. We're chasing our dreams. We're loving. We're enjoying this journey. Get with it or get lost.
Period. To the left, to the left. I love that.
We growing on ourselves, but yeah, we're going to make some stumbles. We're going to make some stumbles. I did the little Kim right there. You see that?
You know, I was thinking of Mary J. Blige. Actually.
Oh, Mary J. too.
Mary J. love a little
Mary J. loves two-step. But yeah, you know, and it's, I don't know, something about your 30s, girl.
Girl, them 30s
hit different. Them 30s hit different.
Now, I know that for a fact, because I know when they say, oh, when you hit 30, your back start hurting you, baby. Your body aches, your mental is different, your tolerance is different, your patience is different. And I feel like once I hit 30, I feel like the day of, I feel like I started feeling all of it. Back pain and all.
Everything.
I am in it.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing I can appreciate the most is really learning yourself, really starting to respect others, respect yourself, respect your decisions, feel more comfortable with the decisions you choose to make, the feelings you choose to have, the things that you want for yourself, and really like bleep this, but fuck everybody else's opinion. Like, it's just like you get to that point to where you like, this is my life. Right. This is really my life. So I'm gonna write my own story. Y'all gonna talk anyway, right?
Give you something to talk about. Okay, I'm going to give you something good to talk about every time.
I know that's right,
I'm not going to pay you no mind.
Yeah, you like doing it.
Continue to talk, baby.
Oh, yeah, you talking, baby. Come on now. Come on.
I'll show you. But I don't know. I just want to give a shout out before we even get started to all the mothers that was out there. So happy belated Mother's Day. Aww. To all the mothers out there. I had my mother in this past week for Mother's Day. And by far, I would definitely say it was an interesting trip. I feel like I learned a lot about myself, and I feel like as we get older, we just have to appreciate where we are in life and just control the things you can control, and the things you can't control, you just can't control. And I'm going to just leave it as that. Nevertheless, I'm happy to see my mom. I'm happy she looks good. My mom's 65. That's right. She has no wrinkles and she's still flat.
I know that's right. Looking good, Miss Rios.
Looking good.
I know that's right, girl.
I wanted to give us a different atmosphere this week.
Yeah, I know y'all see we outside with it.
with the birds and the nature.
You know, so we giving y'all, we giving the nature vibes.
We giving nature chill vibes. But
I was out here walking around barefoot, grounding myself.
My mama said that, you know.
Well, did she?
She said when she was here, she came out here and she was outside and had her feet in the toes, and her toes in the ground. In the ground, yes, her toes in the ground.
I know that's right.
I was like, you go ahead, mama. What you was doing? See, now this time it wasn't me. Before we started this, if you guys are watching us on the YouTube, SistaWhat on YouTube, check us out, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna try to add a clip of me knocking down this entire table before we started. I think I broke my nail too. I think I broke my nail.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I'm gonna add this one. That was your turn.
Now she's gonna have to add the clip, but yeah, I didn't spill a drink though. But anyways,
where you were up to this week?
Girl,
for Mother's Day. What did you do?
Mother's Day was so awesome. So, my mom, long story short, just quick on me. My dad raised all of us by himself. I've got 7 siblings. The younger 2 have a different father, but the first 5 of us, same mama, same daddy. My daddy raised all of us. But so I have a different type of relationship with my mom. But this Mother's Day, I love, girl, I really, really, really appreciate it. And I won't go into details about my relationship with my mom, but I will say this. This past week on Mother's Day, it was me, my kids, my sister, her 2, my brother, his baby mama was baby mama in. But of course, it was Mother's Day too. It was Mother's Day too, so she can keep the kids. She can keep the kids. I guess. But anyways, my mom, pretty much she got to sit around all of her grandkids and everything. I made brunch for everybody. So nice. I cooked for everybody and everything like that. And we had brunch and sat around, watched movies, girl. They didn't leave. Girl, I thought they was going to be gone about 2, 3 o'clock. Look, okay.
They should have spent the night.
They should have stayed the night. Okay. They should have stayed the night. Then I ended up dropping people off at home, all kind of other stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I caught food poisoning. I told a man about that. Oh my goodness. I got food poisoning or a virus or something. I don't know, y'all, but I don't know.
Sure, this is why, y'all, you can't eat from everybody's house. I know you hear it all the time. Oh my
goodness.
You can't eat at everybody's restaurant.
We went to
we can't eat at everybody's place because you will get sick and F your stomach up.
I don't want to play anyways, because I low key know the people, but I think I got food poisoning. I don't know how it was, but anyways, but girl, I had everything coming out of me from every hole in my body.
Every hole? It was spraying out like a hose?
Baby. No cap. Look, I weighed myself. I lost 6 pounds.
No, you didn't.
I lost 6 pounds from all of that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But was you eating though? I guess obviously.
No, I really wasn't eating. No, because I didn't have an appetite.
But you'll gain it back though.
Maybe I'm finna get thick on y'all. It's cool. But anyway,
thick.
That's how I was. But what you was on?
It's other than seeing my mama. That was really it. I do have though, you guys, an Am I the Asshole scenario this week that I want to read to you guys.
We look forward to this part. We look forward to Am I the Asshole, the viewers do.
And I have a funny one this week. It's nothing too crazy, but I thought you guys would enjoy it. Of course, you guys can send us your Am I the Asshole scenario to
don't send us that dry stuff. Send us, we want the wet, juicy,
ooh,
moist.
Not moist.
Do you bleep moist out?
Should I?
No. Moist.
Moist, okay.
Okay, so go ahead.
I have one. Let me see, guys. I don't know why it's coming out so small on here. All right, so it is, am I the asshole for kicking my friend out of my house for snoring too loudly, even though he was a great guest? All right?
Okay, come on.
So a little background first. My friend Mark, 28 male, recently fell on hard times and lost his job and apartment. Feeling sorry for him, I, 32 years old male, offered to let him stay at my place until he got back on his feet. Mark gratefully accepted my offer and moved in with me temporarily. Mark turned out to be a fantastic guest. He did a lot of housework like cleaning, cooking, and even fixing some minor issues around the house.
I know that's right, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, that's Tyrone. Okay. Okay, baby. Go ahead.
He was also genuinely trying to find a job, going to interviews, networking events. I was really proud of him and his efforts and glad to help him out. However, there was one issue that was driving me insane. Mark's snoring. He snores incredibly loudly to the point where I could hear him through the walls, even with my earplugs.
Oh my gosh.
It was affecting my sleep.
Oh my gosh.
It was
that
affecting
bad?
Yeah, it was affecting my sleep, and I found myself becoming increasingly irritable and tired during the day. I tried talking to Mark about it, suggested various solutions like nasal strips or a white nose machine, but nothing seemed to help. After a few weeks, I reached my breaking point. I told Mark that I couldn't take it anymore and that he had to find somewhere else to stay.
Oh my gosh, that's deep.
Mark was understandably hurt and upset. He felt that I was kicking him out over something he couldn't control and that I wasn't being understanding to his situation. While I felt guilty for kicking him out, especially since he was a great guest and working hard to get on his feet, I couldn't handle the sleepless nights anymore. Am I the asshole for kicking my friend out of my house for snoring too loudly, even though he was a gracious guest and genuinely worked hard on finding a job? Am I the asshole?
First off, I'm going to say this. Amanda, genuinely, not genuinely. Look, y'all, Amanda Amanda is known, we call her 70-30.
Y'all know what I meant.
And 30% of her is blonde. And she always messes up people's names, vocabulary, words, and everything.
Y'all know what I mean. Like, genuinely.
I wish we had clips to play back.
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of the artist Genuine. I think that's why. Genuine.
But about Mark,
is he the
asshole?
I gotta hide my phone, y'all, so it don't overheat.
Yeah, for real. No, because it's really hot out here. I would say this is what's not helping me, right? Was there like a deadline for him to move out by? Because
there was no deadline. He specifically said he was a great guest. He was trying to find a job. He was there temporarily, and the only reason he kicked this man out is because he couldn't sleep at night because he was snoring so loudly.
I don't think he's the asshole though. I don't know if it's that bad, like that fucking bad. Like you irritated my space like that. Like,
but he was a great guest though. He was trying to find a job. He was trying to help.
But obviously that doesn't override the fact that
I'm not
you
sleeping.
Snore so loud. I'm irritated. I can't sleep. This is annoying as hell. It doesn't override that because otherwise they wouldn't be messaging talking about, am I messed up? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is what I really feel like. I feel like sometimes it's okay to renege on, hey, okay. Anywho's, I feel like sometimes it's okay to renege on genuine, sincere Indian giving renegings. Yes, I think that should be fair. I think we allowed that sometimes because maybe I thought I could do this and I found out I can't. Like, I don't know necessarily that he said, like, how long was it? A couple weeks?
He didn't even say a couple of weeks.
Like, I wonder how long it was. Like,
I feel like, okay, I don't think he's an asshole. Let me just say that.
I think he's an asshole if he instantly kicked him out.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say. I would say, you're not the asshole, but I feel like you're an asshole if you don't give this man, like, look, I told you before, like, I've been having a hard time sleeping with your snoring. Like, I understand it's something that you can't control, but for me in my house, hello, I need to have my sleep, and this isn't going to work.
This ain't doing it.
And the next week or so, I'll give you a week or whatever to try to find something. I appreciate what you did, but I can't
do this.
Something got to give, and it's not my sleep.
This ain't giving. This ain't giving. So, yeah, I definitely feel like
you're not the asshole, bro.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
What you got?
Okay, so anyhow. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole? Okay, so hold on.
Oh, y'all, my drink is melting. I said, let's go outside and film the podcast and the nature. And now I feel like it's 100 degrees.
It's 100. No, it just really got hotter the longer we was anyhow.
It must be the drink.
Anyhow. Am I the asshole for dating my old friend's old boo a year after we haven't spoken?
You dating your old booze?
No. Am I the asshole for dating my old friend's old boo?
Okay.
A year So my old friend's old boo of a year, and I haven't spoken to them in a year.
So neither one of them. So you haven't spoken to the friend or the ex boo.
So no. The ex boo. Okay, so hold on. This was my friend, right? They ain't talked to their friend. Let me see. They haven't talked to their friend in a year.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
This was their old friend. They haven't talked to them in a year.
Okay.
Are they the asshole for talking to somebody that their friend, their ex-friend, used to talk to? They haven't talked to their friend in a year. And the person that they used to talk to, they used to date for a year or talk for a year. I don't say date, you say talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Boom.
that makes sense?
Okay, I got it. Boom.
Okay. Am I the asshole?
Okay.
It all started at AT&T. Why did I have to see him there? I can't lie. He was looking good as fuck. Bleep that out.
No, we gonna keep that part. We keep it the real.
He was looking good as fuck. He tried to holler at me then, but instantly, just because I had to let him know, this ain't that. But instantly, because I had to let him know, this ain't that. I didn't instantly bite.
Okay.
But I can't lie. I wanted to.
Okay.
I should probably say he tried to holler at me, but he used to talk to one of my old friends. However, they put all caps. However, I haven't talked or spoken to this person in over a year.
The friend.
Anyways, I graciously left AT&T. Later on, I noticed he was keeping up with me on social media.
Ooh.
Watching my views.
Watching my little stories.
And making short comments on my stories. Dang. I kept it short and would say little stuff like LOL or just like or love, whatever it was saying. I might have been wrong for that.
Were you?
Anyways, he asked me out. Now, he is known to be kind of smooth. I lost my shoe. He is known to be kind of smooth, but I be lying if I said it ain't working. Am I the asshole if I talk to my old friend's old boo who I haven't spoken to in over a year?
This was a little steamy. Like, this is giving steamy.
I'm going to let you answer first, and then I'm going to give my opinion.
Here's the thing. If you and the friend, not the boy, if you and the friend no longer have a friendship, and yes, you guys haven't spoken a year, but if you guys haven't spoken a year because you guys are no longer friends, or you guys haven't spoken a year because like of life was life, and if you guys start talking again, it'll be cool. Like, as long as it's something that you and the friend is like, there's nothing like you're not friends with the friend anymore. Like, yeah, girl, talk to that man. Like, y'all not friends no more. Like, if it's dead and done, like you could talk to the man. Like, don't let that girl block your love. Do not let that girl block your love. Right.
So it's like so many variables with this, right? Like, how deep is your friendship with that person? Okay, so she says that they talked for a year. Her friend and the guy talked for a year. But like, was it really intense? Like for that year, or what was it? Like,
it doesn't even matter though. Because
hold on. This is what I'm saying though. At the end of the day, I feel like, girl, when you voice it like that, I don't want to make it seem like it's always like that, but you have to make sure whatever decision you make, you can sleep well at night making that decision. So I feel like you need to think about any and all possible consequences.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of possibly proceeding with talking to your old friend's old boo. You know what I mean? So if you're worried about her finding out, then bitch, don't talk to him.
Exactly.
If you're worried about it, then don't. If you have a
guilty conscience about it.
If you got a guilty conscience about it,
then don't worry about it.
But otherwise,
I was gonna say the phone looked red for some reason, but it may just be a reflection. But for me, yeah, I wouldn't care. I would talk to them, like, as long as I don't have a friendship with that friend, like, why does it matter? I shouldn't have to tell you that I'm talking to him, the reason that I'm talking to him, or any of those things. Yes, they brought my karma water.
Look, she got a package, Amazon lady.
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry about. Hi. Yep, right here. That's fine. Yeah, you could just put it right there. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, I would still talk to that man regardless. Regardless.
Yeah,
If I don't have a
like
friendship, if I don't have a friendship with that girl, like I'm gonna talk to him. I don't owe you anything or have to explain anything to you or feel bad about it. And if I do feel bad about it, then just don't talk to him. Like there's other fish in the sea. Like if you have to think about it twice, then don't do it. It's not that deep.
Yeah, it ain't
Is it that deep? Like, do you like it that much?
I feel like there are a couple unknown. The main unvariable to me is the fact that like when like you ask the question, it sounds like you ask out of concern. Maybe you had a deep friendship with this old friend, even if you haven't talked a year. Maybe like you feel some type of way about not speaking to this person for a year. So maybe you still want the friendship. Maybe,
that's what I'm saying. If it's something that you guys can rekindle and it's a friendship, then yeah. But if
depends.
It's done, like if the friendship is depending on how the friendship left.
Depends. But
if it's a dub, then it's a dub. Like I'm not talking to you. We're done. Like I'm doing what I don't have to explain, girl.
Yeah, but me personally, I'm not even finna mess with it under the circumstances of, I feel like, I don't know, I can say feel like too, because they said like, I can't lie, he possibly a player or whatever. In that case, even if you was just trying to have fun, in a case like that with somebody where, even if I was just trying to have fun,
right,
and I'm already knowing that about them, I'm not even finna mess with it because there's already the fact that you used to mess with my friend. It ain't even worth it.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have to think twice about it, then don't worry about it. But if the question is, should you talk to him? Yeah, talk to him if you want to talk to him. But the type of person that man is, like, that's
know what you messing with.
You know it's just stuff you're getting. Know what you're getting yourself into before you do it. So, girl, you're not an asshole. To each his own. However, y'all, we got a good segment for you today. Okay,
do we?
Episode 7, we coming in hot, y'all. I saw a clip from The Breakfast Club. And Charlamagne the God was talking to, what is her name? Ebony Williams, I believe her name is, about mediocrity and Black men. And I wanted to give my thoughts on it. We wanted to share our thoughts on mediocrity in the Black
topic
community.
Today.
So yes, that's our segment for today. Black men in mediocrity, specifically Black men in mediocrity, and our thoughts on it. So I wanted to hear what your thoughts were first, Robin, on how you feel about mediocricy in the Black community.
I feel like it's a high level of bitch assness in the Black men community right now in 2023. I feel like that. I feel like it's a high level of whack ass females too, but we ain't talking about that because men are men, right? Like there's supposed to be a huge difference here. So that's what we're talking about as two Black women. So I feel like as a single woman, there is a high level of Black men not only being mediocre, but less than that. Okay. Less than that.
And how so? How do you feel like they're being less than mediocre? What would be an
I think one of the main problems is accountability. I feel like we do not have a lot of Black men that are willing to take accountability. That I feel like that's the first step. I feel like there's a lot of ego. Okay. I feel like Black men feel like sometimes I feel like they use that as a flex, the fact that they are a Black man, just the title itself. But do you really fulfill those words? Do you really fulfill those words as a man? Because you could be a nigga or a boy or a B word, a bitch. Because to me, I feel like man is used so loosely. Okay. The word man. And I feel like it's a lot of Black men not taking accountability or even in the mindset to think if they're possibly wrong, if there's possibly another way, a better way, a different way, or something other than. And I feel like one of the main things you have to do is to look at where you're at. Okay. Look at where you're at. Because if what you've been doing ain't working.
Isn't that the definition of insanity? You keep doing something over and over and over again.
Yeah, like exactly, like detrimenting yourself.
Gotta give.
Something's got to give. Self-detrimental. Yeah, for sure.
I feel a little bit different in that aspect, only because I feel like mediocrity in the Black community, by default, a lot of the times is not the Black man's fault. A lot of the times, Black people, Black men specifically, don't have the same opportunity to even achieve some of the things or to even achieve more than mediocre or above average. For example, if we're talking about in the workforce, for Black men to be able to achieve 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 figures and stuff like that, for every one man, Black man that's doing that, it's a white person that has the same job that's getting paid 10, 20, 30 times more than that.
Girl, my little titty sweating, my bad.
Because you got on a whole sheep today.
Baby, okay.
But I just feel like by default, a lot of the times Black men are not able to achieve above average, not because mentally they're not there, not because they're not able to, or not because they might not have the wherewithal. All of those things, they may have all those things, but because of the job that they're at, not wanting to pay them. Because I know off a personal experience, I know somebody who is facing a situation where they've been at a job for a long time and they continuously would overachieve at the job, but they didn't want to pay this person. Like, they didn't want to pay them and value them for what they were worth. So this is not because this person wasn't able to achieve at a high level, and it wasn't because this person, you know, wasn't able to or didn't have the thought process to or the knowledge to, but it's because they weren't given the same opportunity to even be above average. You're stuck at mediocre because of, quote unquote, your job doesn't want you to, or you can also be mediocre to me in your mentality. So like what you were saying, not being able to move past a certain thought process. Like you said, you can think one way, but at some point you have to be able to mature in your mind. At some point you have to be able to mature in your learning, and you have to be able to level up. Mediocre to me is average and being stagnant and not being able to move forward. Once you know better, then you do better. Once you know that, okay,
you should, but that's the problem. You have a lot of people that do know better, but don't do better because they don't want to actually do the work for whatever reason, whether it's being scared of success, whether it's trauma. I feel like a lot of Black men have trauma, and a lot of Black men don't admit or even recognize the fact that they have trauma from their upbringing. I think that's a responsibility, because this is my thing. How long do we blame our upbringing? Because as much as, like you said, Black men don't have it fair, and they can't show their emotions as much as everybody else. They can't have a release and things like that, right? But if, like, for instance, you could say the Black woman, we've got different variables too, where, you know, that are against us and things of that sort. But I feel like, you know, like you said, you have to be able to evolve on different levels, whether it be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, all these different type of things.
I just feel like it's just a big pressure on Black men to be successful. Like, ultimately, I feel like Black men shouldn't have to have 5 and 6 streams of income. Granted, that's great if you do, but like, they're having to have 5 and 6 streams of income because the one income, the 9 to 5, ain't cutting it. The other one ain't. Like, you have to have multiple streams of income, whereas a white person out here, from that one stream of income, is able to sustain their whole entire family. And to me, when you think about it, people say Black people are lazy, but for me, I feel like white people are some of the laziest people and do little to nothing, but are able to succeed and be able to achieve all these great things, these huge houses. But what's crazy is, I was speaking to one of my friends about this. I said, be careful of social media and be careful of what you are watching and envious of, because a lot of the times you may look at a person's life and be like, man, I wish that was me, or I wish I had that. But like,
they could be some of the most unhappy people.
Do you really want that? I use the example as Kim Kardashian. Let's just say Kim Kardashian, right? Or Rihanna. Oh, I would love to have Rihanna's life. She's beautiful. She has all these things. But do you want to have lifestyle, what it comes with to have that? The stress, the fact that you don't have no privacy, all these things. So like, yeah, she has this life, but do you want everything that comes with it too? So for me, when you think of mediocrity, it's opinion based to me, because what's mediocre to you may not be mediocre to me. And I feel like as long as you're progressing in your life and you're continuing to level up and grow, to me means more than mediocre, because it's not just a financial thing of what you can do for your family. I think that's the thing, though, is that, like you said, is that mediocrity, it depends on what your level of what do you consider mediocre? You know what I'm saying? What do you call mediocre? But initially for me, when I think about Black men and mediocrity, it's not even on a financial level. It's on a different level. It's on a spiritual level. It's on a mental level. It's on a spiritual, emotional level. I feel like that specific area for Black men is something a lot of Black men should analyze. Women, we're naturally, most women, emotional. Right.
We're emotional creatures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What they call I can't remember what they called it in Baby Boy. Yeah, he said y'all unstable creatures.
Unstable creatures.
Unstable creatures.
We all unstable.
Yeah.
We all
we're
out
unstable
here.
creatures, but women are naturally emotional.
Right.
For whether it's logical or not. But I feel like a lot of men, they are emotional, but they try to bring mental, different things tap in before the emotional thing kicks in, right? And then they don't necessarily give their self time to think about if the emotion is valid or not, or where it might have came from, or what might have triggered it.
But I feel like that comes from a safe space too, and that man being able to feel safe enough to be that vulnerable, because like I said, a lot of men feel like they can't be emotional, they can't cry, but they will do that if they have the right woman there to support them, or the right person there. But
are a lot of black men doing that when they're by themselves? Are a lot of men really sitting with themselves and trying to analyze those type of feelings and those type of things? You know what I'm saying?
I would hope so.
And the only reason I say that is because as a single, and this is just my point of view,
right? As
a single woman, and I've been single now 2 years and some change or something like that.
And she's still looking, period. Really robbing.
Okay.
In the IG.
And I've had a few boyfriends in my life. I'm finna be 35 next month. But I've had like 3-4 major relationships, I guess you could say. But I feel like, especially like now, for the past few years, COVID years and stuff like that, that black men, it's so much easier not to take accountability and so much easier to play the victim. Whether she act like this, she act like she don't need nobody. And I feel like there's a lot of talk on black women and why we are the way that we are. But really, I feel like black men hold the responsibility to lead. We can talk about social media.
But women also have to give that man space to lead, because there's a lot of independent women that have been so used to leading because they have to.
Yes, but but is that our fault?
But it's not the man's fault either. Yeah, but it's not their fault either.
It's not our fault either, but this is what I'm saying.
But somebody got to take accountability.
And this is my thing though.
Right.
Give me a reason. Give me a reason to be submissive. Give me a reason to be submissive or whatever. And I feel like, look, a lot of men, a lot of black men, I feel like, I don't know if y'all are scared of rejection or what it is, but I feel like a lot of black men are waiting to see if the female is really going to bust the first move to show if she's that interested. Like, if she's going to show the first act of interest, like, that triggers something in them to be like, okay, now let me try. Okay, now let me try to change something. Okay, now let me, but what the hell? But at the same time, you want the role as the leader and to be, and I feel like that's when the ego has to be checked.
Right.
Because it's not, like you said, like, it's not, I can consider all day that it's not your job to show me that you can lead or you can whatever. But don't have any expectations of me either.
No. That's not what I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
It's your job, I feel like, to tell me what your intention is and what you can, what you bring to the table as me too, because I don't expect, even in terms of mediocrity, that I'm going to provide this great life for you. And what are you giving to me in return? If it's not necessarily a monetary thing that you're giving me in return, I'm sustaining this beautiful life for you, giving you an above average life, above mediocre lifestyle that I have,
or at least
a luxurious lifestyle. You have,
or at least I'm communicating with you to tell you this is my plan. Work with me. This is what I'm doing.
It has to be a conversation. But I also feel like too, as ladies, like, we also have to, I don't want to say cater to our men, but pretty much cater to our men. If we have good men in our lives, because not saying all men aren't assholes out here. There are good men out here, but for the good men that are out here, even if they may not be for you per se, but just even if it's a guy friend, but acknowledging the good person that they are, acknowledging the good deeds that they have too, because they don't hear it too often, I'm pretty sure. And just to know that, okay, I'm on the right track or I'm doing the right thing, it feels good because I'm pretty sure they're not hearing it often in their lives. So for me, I would just say.
So let me ask you a question. How long do you do that if you feel like that's the case? All right, like, this is, because I feel like that's a whole nother conversation about like how difficult it can be to, I've had this situation personally, like literally personally, recently. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much am I supposed to sustain before for a good man? What determines good? Because you're
you determine what's good based upon what you want, what your boundaries are, what your desires are. You determine that. And if that person doesn't have that, then it's up to you. Like, is it worth it to
or
me?
Something. That's my thing. But I feel like that's what I'm saying is that you know what I feel like, especially in the Black community.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what we're talking about, right? Like
Just
black
specifically
men,
black men.
Black men in mediocrity is that I also feel like Black men don't have the privilege of having enough people around them, like to tell them, maybe, you know what I'm saying,
good examples or role models.
Good examples,
and even role models too, like, you know, women figures in their lives, not women that they F in, but just solely good people,
male
around
and female.
Male and female. That's why it's important who you surround yourself with and what energies you continue to have around your space and in your life, because people's energies influence you and it affects you, whether you realize it or not.
Realize it or not, it definitely does. And I just I feel like with Black men though, like at some point you have to, and this isn't even just Black men, really, like people in general, at some point you have to determine not just only what it is that you want and feel like you deserve, but what you are going to be willing to change.
Right.
What you aren't willing to change.
Right.
What you aren't willing to change. And taking accountability.
Right.
Like literally taking accountability.
Taking accountability, and for sure.
Sometimes it takes for you to just simply realize, even if you don't get it, maybe you are wrong.
Right. That's the thing.
Maybe you are wrong.
And to me, I feel like that has to be applied both ways, for men and women. Because a lot of times women too, because I know for myself, I have to sometimes take accountability, because me being the Virgo that I am, a lot of times I think I know it all, but I'm wrong too. And sometimes I have to catch myself and like, girl,
no, you can be wrong.
You was wrong. You need to apologize. Like, you need to stop. And I don't have a problem doing that, because ultimately, if your intention is in the right place, if you're not trying to be no way or insult anybody or hurt anybody,
then it shouldn't be the deepest thing to trip about.
Right, and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, oh, yeah, my bad. I had no idea. But that's really all I have in terms of that. I would love to hear you guys' opinion in the comments below. Let us know what you think about mediocrity in the Black community.
Please.
And what your definition of mediocrity is. And what do you feel mediocre
Y'all
is?
Niggas need to take accountability. Lifestyle. That's what I think.
Take accountability, you guys.
Niggas.
What type of gems do you want to leave for the people? Do you want to drop a gem or leave a...
Drop a gem. Niggas take accountability.
Take accountability. My gem for the week is going back to what my affirmation is, just allowing yourself space, just allowing yourself to heal, and just saying no to things that you don't want in your life and not having to explain yourself. That's my gem for the week.
Period.
Do you have a Black business to shout out for the people?
Oh, yeah, we got our Black business.
You got one? Or you want me to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
My Black business is from the homie, longtime homie, Jacoby. Jacoby,
hey, homie.
Jacoby has like literally premium quality, premium materials, premium streetwear. Okay. And
clothes?
Yeah, clothes. So, and when I tell you, this ain't just me saying this. This is really good, really hip, trendy, fashionable items at a really nice price for the quality, for the textures, for everything that you're getting. Like really, he's really, it's, you know, sometimes when you go to these, not even just Black owned businesses, but just small businesses, sometimes you feel like, dang, you took a shortcut. Like, why does my stuff look like this? And it looks like this online. Exactly. But Jacoby is really doing this thing. It's called Just a Freshman. Just a Freshman, JUSTAFRSHMAN. This is Instagram. You can find them on IG, www.justafreshman.com. Your clothing store. They've got hoodies, t-shirts, Letterman's, sweat shorts, jersey shorts, dad hats,
cute.
Any of your latest hip, trendy streetwear. So
hit up Jacoby.
Y'all at Just
and
a Freshman.
And I would say this, guys, if you guys are a clothing brand, if you would like to send us any of your clothes,
come on,
or if you would like for us to wear your clothes on the podcast and rock your clothes, you can send us an email at SistaWhatPod@gmail.com. We will wear your brand. We'll shout you guys out, take a picture of it, and show you guys love if you guys choose to send us anything. So send us an email. I have a black business. Okay.
It is hot as balls.
Yeah, we're about to be done, y'all.
We finna be done, y'all. I'm baking in this.
Here. Okay, mine is called Patty's Cheesecakes. Okay.
Ooh.
They are located at 3730 Founders Way, St. Louis, Missouri 63110. They're also located in Fresh Times grocery store, and they are also located in Schnucks grocery store. So shout out to my black business.
And they're black owned?
They're black owned.
I know that's right. In Fresh Time. Come on now. Come on in Fresh Time, baby.
And in Schnucks.
We in y'all neighborhoods. Yeah, y'all know who y'all is.
Yep, Patty's Cheesecake. So the owner's name is Pat Upchurch. And I just wanted to notate on here, she says that she learned how to cook from her dad, but all of her recipes came from her grandmother. So these are all
homemade, old school grandma. You know the ones that got this.
Oh, I got it. I'm not even a grandma, and you about the chicken on the bottom.
But you need to make a cheesecake. Okay, come on.
But shout them out.
Cheesecake.
Make sure you guys check them out. They have so many good flavors. I was looking at their website. No lie, they had at least 20 more than strawberry. At least 25 plus flavors.
Are they open today?
They may be.
Let me see.
Some of the ones that I notated that sounded pretty good. They had a churro cheesecake, banana pudding, white chocolate, chocolate pecan, and so many more. So again, make sure you guys check them out. Look for them in Schnucks and look for them in Fresh Time, or they have their storefront in 3730 Founders Info. Make sure you guys check them out.
Let them
know your sisters over here at SistaWhat.
Did you have a gym or question?
We said it.
I said my gym. I know I said mine. Did you say yours?
Yeah, I said my gym.
What was your gym?
My gym, I forgot it that fast, but I was saying, allowed to say no.
Okay, okay, my bad, y'all. Because I'm like, hold on, baby. I know it's hot, but we got to finish here. We drink. I got to get out the sun. I'm tripping.
You already know. It's another episode of
SistaWhat. See y'all.
We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Ooh, baby. My thighs sweating. Look, y'all.